5 people. Hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Glad to see you. I'm working on technology here. We'll get started really soon. Hello, Jody. Hi, Diane. Walking the dog and watching. Boy, you've got some skills there, girl. Hi, Jean. Nice to see everybody. See what time it is. It is 8:30. All right, we're going to get started. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this nice Tuesday evening. Feeling a bit like fall, isn't it? I love it. All right, the first thing I'd like to talk about is our winner from last week for sharing, and that would be Jerry Pickle. She wins the little handmade box with the hand cream inside. So thank you, Jerry, for sharing. And I will get this to you probably Friday. I think you might be here for the buffet, so that will be yours. Thanks again for sharing. And now our prize for tonight is the Verdant Garden photopolymer stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set. This is in the new catalog. This is very nice. It's got a lovely vine and it has some very nice sentiments. So if you will be kind enough to share this video on your own Facebook page, I will put your name in the hat and I might pull you for next week. So Verdant Garden's the one we have for next week. So thanks again for joining. All right, let's talk a little bit about our project for today. We are going to be working again, since it's still Halloween, we're going to be working again from the Monster Bash suite. I love this suite. It's great. It has beautiful, silly, kooky, creepy, whatever you want to say, the designer series paper. And then it has really, really cute little images. Here is the Spooktacular Bash. This is the stamp set. And tonight we're going to be using the little vampire guy. And creepy, but this is really cute. Love the font of these sentiments. Just really, really cute and easy to use to make cards and little treats. And then I also have in here the ornate frames. This is the frames that come with the bundle. And these are amazing. I was excited to get these because I think they're very, very useful for any holiday, any occasion. I think I'll be using some of these frames for that. Just really, really pretty. And we're going to be using one of those this evening, so you'll get to see how that works. So that is the set that we'll be using tonight. We'll be doing Halloween projects for probably the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I like to do these before, and then we'll have some Thanksgiving ones as well. I see Renee is here. Thanks for joining me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you saw my post earlier in the day, I told you that, oh, look at how messy this is. Let's turn that over. That looks better. I was working hard today. We have a card buffet this Friday, and I'm trying to get my cards ready. But if you saw the post of mine earlier today and earlier this week, I told you tonight we were going to be making these cute little, hand sanitizer boxes, okay? And if you look inside of these, and I don't know if you are Bath and Body Works fans, but these are the little hand sanitizers from the Bath and Body Works, okay? And what's so cute about them, they have themed ones for Halloween, and then they're going to get into ones for Christmas too, but they're super cute. And they're only a little over $1, and if you catch them on a good day, you might be able to get it for less than $1. But these are the 3 that I picked up. This one is Vampire Blood, this one says Halloween, and this one says Ghoul Friend. So just really super cute, just that the theme is the same as the holiday. So these are what I used and made the box to fit these. So the one we're going to be making today, now these are the 3 samples I made, and the basic construction is pretty much the same. And tonight we're going to be working on the creepy, the one with the little vampire on the front. Okay, and you're going to get to see the ornate frame being made. And we got to put the vampire blood in this one, don't you think? So it's nice that it's constructed, and then we put a hole in it with one of our dies so that it can fit right up in there. And then it flaps over and goes back behind that sentiment there. So really easy to make, super simple and fun, and the kids love them. So this is really a great idea. All right, so let's get started. What you're going to need for your box, you're going to start with a strip of black, and it is at 2 by 11. Okay, I had to look at my notes there for a second, sorry. So that's 2 by 11, and we're going to be scoring at 1/2. Now don't worry about all these dimensions, everybody. They will be on my blog, and this video tutorial will be on as soon as the Facebook Live is over. Not as soon as, but soon after, by the end of the evening. So we start at 1/2, then we go to 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. Lots of scoring on this one. 1/2, 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay, so that's the scoring for those. But I want to show you something that would be, if you were going to make these in bulk or many of them, I want to show you a cool trick. Okay, I'm going to take a whole piece of basic black. This is 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to put it in with the long side at the top, the 11. I'm going to go through and do that scoring again. Here we have it at 1/2, 1.5, 3.5. I'm having trouble. There we go, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay, we did all the scoring on here, and then what you can do is you can take your scoring board away, and you can bring in your cutter, and you can put this in, and then cut strips at 2 inches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have cut, and I'm ready and prepped for 4 of the little boxes. So I thought that was a really cool idea, that you don't have to cut each of the strips and then do all the scoring separately. Just do the one large sheet and then cut it into strips. So that's a great idea if you're going to be making a lot of these. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you. Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Stace. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And here we're back to our original here. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold and crease on most of the score lines. Okay, we're going to go on the 1/2. We're going to go on the 1.5, the 3 and the 4.5. Now the 6.5, we are not going to fold that one. And you'll figure it out, and I'll explain it to you later. We're going to fold on the 7.5 and the 8.5. Okay, so let's go ahead. After we do all the folding, we're going to have to bring in the Big Shot. And the reason we have to do that is because we have to cut our hole before we put the box together, we have to cut the little oval that we're going to use to put our little bottle in. So if you look at your strip, you have your 1/2 inch where you scored it half, and then you have where you scored it 1 1/2. And in that little 1 inch strip is where you're going to put your little oval. And what I did is I took an oval die from the stitched framelits, and I put it right in there at the 1 inch. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my, there we go, and I'm going to take it on through. And there I have my oval all ready for my bottle. All right, let's put this down here for now. Okay, so now we have our 1/2 there, and then we have our oval. So now we're going to start folding around, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sticky strip on that 1/2 inch strip. Okay, I hope everybody is enjoying this cool weather. Today wasn't great, but I do like the little hints of fall we're getting. Kind of getting me ready for sunflowers and mums and trick-or-treating and stuff. All right, and of course, college football is coming up soon, so that is always something I enjoy. So, all right, so now I have my sticky strip on there. I'm going to take that off, and now we're going to go to that line. Remember I told you not to crease at the 6 1/2, and that's this line right here. That's where you're going to fold your 1/2 inch strip up to. So we're going to fold it up to there, and where it is folded over is where we're going to adhere it right at the, I'm trying to make sure you can see this, the 6 1/2 line that we scored. So we're not really going to see that line, but it's good to help us to put the box together. Okay, so there it is, and we close it like that. Okay, let's make sure. Yep. So if you look at it sideways like this, you can see that when I put it up to the 6 1/2 and adhered it there, that now you have a nice rectangle in there, and that is going to hold your, yes, is this the one we wanted? Oh, it's in here. We got to make sure we put the right one in. Right, here's the vampire's blood. So that's going to slide right underneath, and then the top of it goes right into that oval, and it stays very, very well there. So that's a good fit for you. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on our pieces of designer series paper. And this paper comes with the suite as well, and we're going to use the paper that has the little haunted houses on it. So cute. Now this piece is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. This piece is 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. And this piece is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Remember, all this is going to be on my blog, so don't sweat it. We'll be able to get all that information from my blog. All right, the next thing we're going to do with these is we're going to go ahead and adhere them to our box. So the back of the box is first. Let me cut this off here. The back of the box is the first place we're going to go. Got a little bit of an end there. There we go, that's better. Okay, the back of the box is the first place we're going to go. So I'm going to take my largest rectangle. Come on. Come on, glue. There we go. And I'm going to adhere that to the back, and that will cover that little score line, that 6 1/2 inch score line that we didn't fold, so you won't even be able to see it. Then we're going to turn this over, and we're going to go ahead and put on the next size, the next biggest one, on the flap right here. You want to try and get a nice border around your designer series paper. And then the final one is going to go on the inside here. Come on. There we go. All right. So we are in great shape already. Okay, we have the box practically finished. And now I'm going to bring in the other box. So all we really have left to do is our stamping and then our die cutting. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to do that. All right, I'm going to bring in my Memento ink, and we have the Dracula and the Creepy that we need to stamp. All right, let me get my Memento open, And we're gonna go ahead and stamp the creepy on the one piece of Whisper White. And then I have my little Dracula dude who's pretty cute. And I'm gonna stamp him on the other. Okay, so now we got all our stamping finished that quickly. Whoa. All right, now the next thing we're gonna need to do is bring the Big Shot back. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put these on here. Now, let me find my stamps. Now, inside here, I have my ornate framelits, and the one I need for this is that. And then we're gonna do creepy, which is creepy. That was weird. Okay, that's the one we need for creepy. And then we're gonna need the ornate frame here to do the pumpkin pie frame. We'll do that last. All right, let's go ahead and do our little Dracula guy first. So with the new framelits, they're great because you just have to line them up right to the edge of the image. Now, if I'm gonna stick my head in the way, you're gonna see my part. I hope I don't have to do that. All right, so there he is, all lined up with his framelit. And we're gonna take him on through. Cracking is okay, don't worry. All right, so we got him cut out and ready to go. All right, now we'll come back the other way. We got creepy. All right, and we're gonna use another one of the little frames that just goes right around the word. So it's always better to stamp this first before you cut it out, because if you cut out the little frame and then try to center it on that little tiny frame with your stamp, that can be a little challenging. So it's always better to stamp first, cut second. All right, here we go. Let's see how we do. There it is. And I love this because if you look really closely at the frame, you can see little stitches around the creepy. And I think that's really cute. Such a nice little touch. Okay, the last thing we're gonna need to use our Big Shot for is for our lovely frame. And we're gonna take a piece of the pumpkin pie and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the frame right on there. Okay, that doesn't matter really where it goes because you're just gonna have it in the plain color and there's no stamping with this one. So we go through, and since it's a little more detailed than the others, I like to come back through once too. All right, and then we're gonna take it out. All right, and here's our little frame. Let me take this away. All right, now right here, you might need to do a little bit of flicking to get some of the little pieces out of there. There's also a tool you can use, which is out of my reach. It's called the U-Pick tool, and it has a little pointed end that helps you poke all these little guys out, and that would be extremely helpful right now, but my arms can't reach it. So let me see if I can poke these out with, here, I can use my little scoring tool here to get them out. But this is such an ornate, cute little frame. I really love these, so cute. All right, so there we go, there's our frame. So let's go back and take a look at our box. Okay, here's our box where we had ended with just covering it with the DSP. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take a little bit of glue and we're gonna go ahead and adhere our little portrait of our cute little vampire. He's gonna go right to the front. All right. And there he is. And now we're gonna go ahead and take some dimensionals. Dimensionals, where are you? There they are. If you saw what it looked like around my work area here, you would not believe it, but you'll never see that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the portrait of my vampire very close to the top. There we go. And he takes up a large portion there. So let me move him a little bit more to the left. We want to get him a little better centered. That's better. All right. So there he is, the creepy vampire in his very ornate frame. All right. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to take some of the little dimensionals. We're going to take the little end piece there. It's like that. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to decide where we want the box lid to come down to, because we don't want it to push all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it so that it's this end and this end here are pretty parallel to each other. And then I'm going to adhere this to the inside panel, and it's going to kind of be like a bumper. So when this comes down, it can't go any lower than that. Do you see what I did there? So when you close it, it can't go any lower than that, and it's going to be just where you want it. And then what you do is you're just going to take that paper off the dimensional, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to put your creepy right across the front like that. And then your front flap is going to come down and tuck behind creepy, and then with that dimensional there, it's going to stop it from going too far. So it'll just come right down to where you want it to. So that's it. How about that? How easy is that? Very easy, takes very little paper, and these would be really, really easy to make a lot for trick-or-treaters. So let me show you the other ones that I made. Now this one, I used the Have a Spooktacular Halloween there for my bumper, but it's really the same design. And I tied a little bit of the black ribbon from the suite on the top, and then I hung this little tag, open if you dare. But the basic construction of all of these is really the same. And then I had one other one, and this one's very similar to the vampire. This one has the same frame, but in black, and we have Eat, Drink, and Be Scary is the sentiment on the little frame. And then this one has just a strip of DSP there for the bumper. So the construction is the same, and you can just kind of mix it up depending on what you want to do for your decorations. But they're super easy to make, super fun to make, and the kids really love them. I'm going to be handing these out to some of my kids, my students that I tutor, and I think they're going to love them. So that is the tutorial for today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I actually have my laptop set up over here so I can see your comments as you're talking. And because before I was not happy that they weren't able to show the comments on my iPad. So I can see over here, and Jean is telling me, yes, she's going to Bath & Body Works tomorrow. I know. Wait till you get there. It is an amazing place. So I just love to go there. I love all the smells and trying out everything. But yes, they have, oh my gosh, there's hundreds of different kinds of these little antibacterials. So you're going to have a great time looking for those. So I'm sure they have some of the Halloweens, and they may even have some of the Christmas ones coming out soon. You'll have to let me know. All right, so if anybody would have any questions about anything I did this evening, please let me know, and I'd be glad to answer them. Remember that if you are interested in any of the products that you see here tonight, you can purchase them on my blog. There is a place to click, and you go right to my online store. If you're not sure what you need, you can always contact me and I can help you with that. So that's the project for tonight. Now next week, we're going to do another Halloween, and this one is a really fun one that I put together. Now, what I did is I took these little mini treat bags. Everybody, you can get these. I got mine at Michael's. You can get them in all different colors. Let me see the exact size this is. This is a 3.5 by 6.5 size treat bag. Okay, and what I did, I actually cut a piece of this off, and I was able to make two projects. Okay, first I was able to make this little pouch, and there's my Dracula guy back again, and it opens up and you can have space in there for a little treat. In here I have a little Kit Kat bar. Okay, so it makes a little pocket that you can put some candy in, and then it flops over. Okay, but Not only did we make that out of the same treat bag, we were able to make this one. This is super cute. This uses some of the DSP as well. And I'll open it up. It's closed by this really nice sparkly blue ribbon. Black ribbon that's available in the catalog. And then you open the flap, and then inside is a bag where there's some treats in there. This one's a little bigger. So depending on what you're looking for, this one is a bit bigger, okay? Because we're actually using the bottom whole part of the bag to make this treat bag. So this is larger, but you can make both of them out of one bag. I thought that was really cool. So we will be doing this next time. Please share this post share this Facebook Live on your page. And if you share, I will put you in for the drawing for the, where did I put it? The stamp set I just had. I can't find it. It's the Verdant Garden. Okay, I want to make sure somebody wins that. That's a really cute little stamp set. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week, Tuesday evening. If you're local to York, we are having a card buffet at the end of the week on Friday night. We'd love to see you. So take care, and thanks for watching, and have a great week. Bye-bye.